Hello, and welcome to another rousing episode of Band of Four. And we are Band of Three plus the amazing Chris joining us for our film centric episode. This guy right here. Joe will be here. He is working in the coal mine, working. Anyways, I don't know where he is, but he will be here eventually. So we will wait until, when he comes, he's got his segment that he will do. In the meantime, how's everybody doing tonight?
Good.
Good.
Pretty good.
Good, man. You guys doing good? Everybody's good. Let's see who's in the chat. Brian Carr, let's go episode 2. Thank you, Brian. Brian just won something on a raffle, on a drawing, a raffle. Do they have raffle anymore? Curtis says, waiting for my link. Sausage link? Chain link?
The Adventures of Link.
Curtis, you got enough
Link.
on your plate.
Hey, Andy. Andy just woke up. How you doing, Andy? Good to see you, buddy. Joe's unsupervised. I'm scared. Nah. He's probably too tired to do anything crazy.
Joe is the supervisor.
Right? 23% different this week. 25% different this week. What is that? Oh, I see. I'm like, what does he mean? But he's referring to Chris. Chris is probably as big of a film nerd as me and Matt. And I'm guessing Dylan too. Dylan,
I was a film student. I didn't get that in last week, so
Okay.
Really?
I'm right up there with you guys.
So I was like, and Joe's not a big movie guy. Like, he likes movies as far as I know, but he doesn't go to movies. And like, we're kind of more current, we talk movies that are coming out, movies that are out, stuff like that. And, Joe's kind of not really on the cutting edge of movies. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to have my good buddy Chris, join our band for tonight. And, we'll talk movies. So before we do that, downvote for Dylan being mean. Well, Dylan's one of the bands, so I got to have my man's back.
Every band's got one.
Yes, that's right. That's right. So
Curtis,
we all do very much. So news and everything noteworthy. I feel like those might be a little bit long. Maybe I should trim those a little bit. Not a lot of news stuff. There is the test shot sale, the second leg of the test shot sale. That is this Saturday at 10 a.m. Eastern time. So did you guys try to pick anything up? Successful, unsuccessful? Chris?
No, I don't do test shots.
Not a test shot guy at all.
No, not at all.
Then that's easy. That's
it.
So you didn't have that. Maybe I'll pick one, because I know a few guys that are like,
no. Easiest way to quit something is not to start. So if I started these, it would just be there's too much other goodness out there, and
that's a good call.
Yeah, because that's an expensive rabbit hole. Test shots they're awesome, but man, if you try to look for, they're very pricey, like car payment pricey. Very expensive.
Yeah, and then I would have to be a completist, and I'd have to get everyone I'd really. And it would just, it's better to avoid.
Like me, if you had started, a long time ago, maybe. And then it's like it's so hard to get. They're so hard to acquire that pretty much the hands that they're in right now they're not going anywhere.
Right.
That's my thought. So, Matt, how about you?
No, like I said last show, I dig them. I went on the website just to be part of it. I had no intention on buying anything. I just wanted to see how quick everything disappeared. And some stuff seemed to stay up there a decent amount of time. I hopped on there probably about 10-15 just to look, and I was surprised to see some stuff still hanging out.
Some stuff hung around. I mean, I knew that the hands and stuff and the magic effects would probably, linger for a while, but
right.
Yeah, the stuff lasted for a while. And I think once they lifted the limits, that's when it kind of people, jumped back and bought more stuff. I really kind of wanted Samir and Zende. I really liked them, but I was like, I got the Cavern Dwarf, the second version Cavern Dwarf, and I had wanted the Valiant Knight, but it was like gone. Like it was in my car. Boom. Like I was like, check out, and it was done. And so I kind of like, I'll take a Cavern Dwarf. It's good. How about you, Dylan? Did you pick up anything?
No. I don't want to say it's not my thing, because it totally could be. It's just there's nothing that went up this week that like I know pretty much any Gorgo base figure is a Vorgus test shot, but like I would want a Vorgus. I'd want like the Figura stuff we talked about last week. Mm-hmm. Like Monkey King coming up. That one I'll try to go for. But there's nothing right now that they've been putting up that's really like you got to try to get it.
Yeah,
and it helps to be broke, like Andy said, because.
I mean, I was in between paychecks, so I was limited for sure.
Yeah.
The production value is on point. I don't know if you're being sarcastic, but I'm taking that. I'm taking that compliment. Test shots are a solid investment, regardless whether or not. Yeah, I agree. But the thing with that is they're so limited. So if you buy one just to trade fodder, that's kind of messed up, because someone else that may really want that Arachagor or whatever, like you're taking it out of their hands. So when it comes to that, I don't know, but it is what it is. I need to remember that quote, Chris. The easiest way to quit is to not start.
That's it.
Wisdom.
I'm the kind of guy that if you give me a box of donuts, I'm going to eat the whole box. You know what I mean? I'm going to eat the whole bag of something. So it's better just to not do it. But they're amazing. I love them. I would have always loved to have gotten the Headless Horseman.
Oh, yeah.
I would have loved to have had that. And Dylan just said, the Figure Obscura. Love to get those, but it's just one more thing. But there's so many of them that are just.
Yeah, I agree. So this Saturday, test shots for the Necronominus wave, Cosmic Legion's Grave Knight wave, the Walter, the Mad Figures, Vorgus Vermilius 2, Stavros the Unwavering, and 3 Figure Obscuras, Monkey King, Mask of Red Death, and the Ghost of Jacob Marley. So that's a pretty decent sized batch there. That might be even bigger than last week's. I'm not sure, but there's some bangers there.
Yeah,
Chris, if you were to
Mask of the Red Death, because I've taught it and I knew the story really well. Mm-hmm. And they announced that, I was so excited that they were doing the Mask of the Red Death. So that would be Ghost of Jacob Marley. Oh my God, that would, see, I'm starting to go down that road. Dylan said it perfectly. I can really go down that road and say, I could see a shelf with that. As a matter of fact, I could see 2 shelves with that, and maybe put so now it's
smart. Yeah, I kind of was like, you know what? I'm just going to get the ones that are my favorite figures. Like this is the representation of my favorite figure. This is a test shot version. I love this figure so much that I'm going to buy a test shot for that. So that kind of gave me guidelines for, collecting test shots. Because if not, then I would be trying to buy all kinds of, and I'm like, I can't do that. I don't have that kind of money. So why, torture myself? And, how about you, Matt? Anything you're tempted on for the second part?
If I was to hop in there, probably the Vorgus, like Dylan said. And That would probably be on that wave. That'd probably be the only one I would consider.
Hey, Jesse. Andy says Frankenstein's creature.
That's the one.
It's another one.
Yeah.
That's the one.
That must be
Yeah, I would like that one too.
next
See,
year's
it's-
headshots, I guess.
Jeremy, I asked Jeremy when he did the stream last week, and he said that it's not in because he hadn't announced this stuff yet. It's not here, but it'll probably be in whatever the next form of test shot sale is.
The next form.
Well, I'm just saying that as
Okay. So the next
because
round.
they change how
yeah.
they'll change how they do things all the time. And,
Yeah. I'm guessing like since there's so many more fans,
yeah.
you know, that they're gonna wait for, you know, some good waves, you know, to come.
Yeah.
And then, you know, just bleh, you know, maybe once a year have like a test shot sale.
Right.
I'm thinking. So, you know, the Frankenstein hopefully will be in the next batch.
Yeah.
And hopefully I get one before you do, Dylan, because I think Joe is here. Joe G. Welcome, Joe.
Hey, everybody.
What up? What up?
Hey,
Joe.
how are you?
Right from work. Phew.
You could have had a sandwich. You could have taken a little nap or something. You know,
No, I
libations.
missed you guys so much. I couldn't wait.
Oh,
We sure
Aw.
missed you too, buddy.
you don't get enough of me every day, Joe?
That's not possible, Dylan. That's not possible, buddy.
Oh,
Can't get too much of a good thing, right?
Welcome, sir. Good
There's
to
a
have
lot
you.
of me.
Hello. How's everybody doing?
We're doing well. We're just talking test shots. The second part of test shots
Oh.
is Saturday, and I'm looking mainly for Belulith, and I wouldn't mind Terpiculi. I wouldn't mind, you know, a Sir Adalric. Can't talk now. I love the Knights, but I feel like the Knights are going to be like snapped up quick. So
I'll tell you though, everything lasted longer than I expected. So I'm thinking because Jeremy didn't tell us the numbers. He told us what the numbers used to be. I think they had a little bit more. Well, they had more than I was expecting, anyways.
yeah.
Because things, you know, nothing stole. I didn't notice things selling out instantaneously. Like you had time to.
I would say Valiant was the quickest, but I know a few people that got one. So
Right.
I must have been him and Han. I must have been in slow motion mode. But I don't know. What do you guys think would be a roundabout number? I'm going to guess maybe 40 of each figure, maybe 50. What do you guys think? Less? More? People in
I'd
the chat?
say between 30 and 50.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because the last number he said that they did was 20, and that they've gone up since then, but didn't give a solid number.
Mm-hmm.
So I'd say between 30 and 50.
Seems like it's always been kind of a mystery exactly,
Yeah.
you know. But I don't know. That's just who I've talked to.
Yeah, I think the old ones, it was what, 10 originally, right? And then it went up to 20. They have a lot more fans, you know, than they did back in the day.
Right. That's my thought. And
Everybody wants a piece. And with the restrictions of only being able to get 2, that gives a lot more people a chance to get something.
Yes, right.
Yeah. Yeah.
And like Curtis said, you know, once it was lifted, that was kind of like the restriction is what kept them staying there for a while, you know. And I appreciate restrictions. I like it that you can only buy one of, like, I can't buy 10 Arachagores. You know what I mean? Like, you could just buy one, and that's cool. Like, I respect that because
Yes, absolutely.
you know.
I got an Arachagore and I was really surprised.
Congrats, man.
Yeah, thanks. That, you know, my main one, Curtis, get on your holodeck, buddy. You know how to deal with this. So my main want for it was Attila. You know, because with my display, I wanted like a statue of Attila to go with his
Right.
throne room, and so I ordered him, and I went back, and Arakagor didn't say sold out, because I went through the process, and Arakagor was still up. It didn't say sold out, so I was like, what the heck? I'll give it a shot, and it went through. Now, granted, those are both characters that start with A, so I didn't even scroll through the rest of the list.
Like, I'm good.
I got an Atlas and an Arakagor, and I was good, on those two. But that made me feel like there was more. I guess that made me feel like there was more than I was expecting, because I thought that Arakagor would sell out in like 30 seconds.
Hey, Jeff.
Jeff.
Jeff, Curtis, the link is 696969. So jump in. Andy Curtis is going to make his own band with Blackjack. Forget the band. Curtis, I will have you on. I just don't want to have a bunch of, I love these guys, this band of 4 guys. So I want to kind of, I want to enjoy what they have to say. Curtis, you are in
Hey,
you will be.
Don't explain
Yeah.
it to him. Yeah, Curtis, this isn't your show,
My
buddy.
boy, that's my boy. I can't-
Sit in the audience where you belong most of the time, but occasionally you'll get to come on, pal. So
Now, but yeah, I'm excited. I'm just wondering now, like, I'm already on to the next thing. I'm like, okay, after this Saturday, what do we got now?
What's it going to be?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
What's going to be after that? We know that the Silver Knights are, on the way. So, that could be the next. But I mean, that's pre-order stuff. That's not like new.
yeah, I pre-ordered a case, so I'm excited to
That's it.
get my hands on those. Yes, Dylan, that's it.
I don't even remember how many I ordered.
I ordered 4,
I think I did 4. It was either 4 or 6.
and I think Rob Zamora owes me 1. So, but I think Brett ordered like 2 cases or something.
Wow.
Right on.
Not bad.
Probably to turn them all into skeletons.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice.
Or to put in his parts bin.
Well, I was just excited to get an army of Aetheron army builder, like
Yes.
I've had a few, but I've also traded away a lot of my older army builders to help people complete collections. So
Good man, Joe.
yeah, I don't mind helping, but this was a good opportunity for me to fill out those ranks again. It's my favorite faction.
Also, I am building an Otho army, so if you can help with that, I'll send you my address, or just send the head.
I'll keep that in mind, Greg. I'll keep that in mind.
Yeah, it could be. I tried downvoting again for Joe being mean, but it just took away my downvote from Dylan being mean.
I love you, Curtis.
I didn't know you could downvote. Can you downvote?
I think he means dislike.
Or are they saying Purple Gang Gang?
The downvotes do the same thing, right? On YouTube, like or dislike it, it's all the same.
It's interaction. Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
YouTube doesn't even show how many dislikes there are anymore.
Yeah, they took off the dislikes, so
Can't be negative.
Maybe Curtis can leave a mean comment after it's over.
Yeah,
These guys suck because they wouldn't let me on the show.
These guys who I see most days of the week.
Yeah.
Like that.
I wanted to congratulate our buddies, Legion's Lair. Faustia says congrats on 100th episode. Faustia just happens to be Mike Kaspar's favorite. Loves Faustia to death. It's his favorite figure. He's got her tattooed on his both butt cheeks, I believe. I think.
Can he make her clap?
Yes. Congrats to the Legion's Lair. Congrats on the 100 episodes. You guys rock.
Oh yeah,
Love that show.
Those are good dudes.
Great dudes.
That was a good
Those
episode.
straight guys. Hell yeah.
Yeah, great guys. So congrats to those guys. Also, congrats to Jonathan Hedgehog, hit 1,000 plus subscribers. Awesome that William Wallace donated a Paladin to that cause. I mean, that's
cool.
That's above and beyond. So, thank you, Dub, for doing that. That was awesome. That was pretty cool. And I think that's about all the news that I have. Do you guys have anything newsworthy that I can't think of anything else newsworthy that's going on? You guys, anything?
Like toy news?
Yeah, toy news.
I sent you a couple pictures on Facebook.
You did?
Yeah. It was a little late, but I got them to you.
Bro. What were they? I don't even remember.
It's
I remember him saying he's going to send some stuff.
It's two. I don't even remember. It's a loose collector thing, a Godzilla thing, and a Spider-Man thing.
Oh, shoot. Yeah. I remember seeing the loose collector.
I could just go without the pictures.
Tell us what's going on with that.
So loose collector, a few weeks ago on Robo's weekly, they let him announce that there was going to be a third Sasquatch in that line that they're doing, the Crypt, and it's a black version, and it's I believe it's Skookum. Yeah, the Skookum, which there's a bio on their post on Facebook, Instagram, wherever, that goes into some of the background of what the difference is between like the Sasquatch and the Skookum and the Yeti are, all like regional names and that sort of stuff. So that's like my big one that goes up for pre-order. I believe they said this Friday on Big Bad Toy Store.
It's going to be on the Yeti body though, right?
Yeah, it's that same body. It's just going to be blacked out and have a different head.
I'm interested. They haven't showed it yet, though, right?
No, they just posted the silhouette a couple days ago.
I'm interested in that.
Which I've beyond excited to get those figures in hand. They look so cool, and Murdered Out Black only makes things cooler.
Yes, for sure. I'm pooping on Joe's Paladin Cleric before I send it to him.
That's rude.
He already told me he was going to do that.
That's my thing, Curtis. Come on now.
No, he's not throwing the poop, Dylan. You're still all right. Like, I wouldn't just wash it and put it in my collection.
Right,
Come on. I grew up on a farm, Curtis. You're going to have to try harder than that.
Yeah.
Holding the mustache ransom, he says.
Now them's fighting words.
Yeah.
Right.
Them's fighting words.
Take umbrage on that, for sure.
Yep.
The next thing is there's a third-party company making the Venom from Spider-Man 3.
Saw that.
Sawtooth Toys. Nobody's ever heard of them because this is probably their first figure and their last because they change names every other day. So recently another company, it could be the same company, I don't know, showed off the Tobey Maguire black suit and red suit, also third-party soft goods, that Mezco style. So I'm excited for those things. And then the last one is at Comic-Con during I believe it was the IDW panel, showed off the next Turtles crossover is Turtles and Godzilla, which we saw the figures at the Playmates panel. But the picture they showed for the comic at the comic panel it's the 80s cartoon Turtles with the Hanna-Barbera Godzilla, which every crossover they've been doing has been modern or 90s Godzilla. But for them to go full-on goofy cartoon for this is probably the smartest thing they could do.
Yeah.
Those toys look ridiculous, and I hope that the comic is just as ridiculous. I love both of those shows.
Right on.
It's interesting, yeah. I'll look into that. Yeah, that is interesting.
I'll keep you guys posted on that stuff.
Yes, please. Thank you, news guy. Joe, you want to talk some tabletop?
Yeah, sure. So again, this segment is kind of targeting towards people that don't have a lot of RPG experience. I think that something that's important to modern gaming, they have something called a session zero, which is where you get together before you play the game, the game master and all the players, and then you talk about your characters, like what characters are going to be playing in the game, and then what the players are looking to get out of the game, and the GM can give them a little bit of an idea of the direction that they're going. It's session zeros are a pretty common thing nowadays, just so that everybody can be on kind of the same page for the adventure, and get kind of like, this is how I want my character to be, or discuss backstory issues and stuff like that. But I think something that's important that can be kind of passed over is that as the game goes on, it's good for the players to give the game master feedback. I liked when you did this, but I didn't like when you did that. And I think it's important for game masters to get that feedback so that they get an idea of what the players enjoy. And then the game master needs to not be sensitive. The point of playing these games is to have fun, and it's for the group to have fun. And sometimes that can be passed over or forgotten, It's fun for me to beat up on the players, for example, like I'm going to run tough encounters one after the other and just really stomp the players into the mud. And I've never been to Gen Con, but I've heard that it's super cool, Andy, for sure. And you want everybody to have a good time. coming from the guy who tries to ruin everyone else's fun, so that he can have fun. But anyways, I digress. But it's important. Communication is important. Just like in a relationship, when you're playing a role-playing game, the players should be able to voice their concerns. The GM should be receptive to that. That doesn't mean that you have to do everything that your players want, but it's good to get feedback so that you can run a game that's fun for everyone. So I think that's
feedback helps you, learn and improve your own, how you run it, for the people.
Yeah, because if someone's not having fun, because just as an example, like let's say I ran a lot of combats, like we're fighting all the time because I enjoy the combat part of the game. There could be a few players that are like, man, I really miss the role-playing part. I want to interact, with townsfolk or the king of the kingdom that we're in, and, things like that. There can be a lot of really fun story element things that you can do, or vice versa. If you're always running like story elements for your games and there's just not enough combat, you don't have to, design your game around just everything that the players want, but it's a good idea to be aware of what the players enjoy so that you can incorporate those kind of things into your game. So don't be afraid to coordinate and talk to your players or your GM and let them know what you like, so that way everybody can be having a good time. You don't want anyone to feel like they're just there.
Right. Now, do you tailor the way you GM like to the people, like for individuals?
I try to. It's I think really important to understand your players, because different people enjoy different things. If taking a Legion's Quest as an example, those guys aren't, as a group, aren't as experienced. Jesse has some good experience, but the other guys haven't role played much. Now, the guys that I play with, that I've been role playing with that live in the same town that I do, we've been role playing together over 20 years. Mm-hmm. So I'm going to present challenges to them that I wouldn't Yeah, it's totally not my fault that you guys don't have a healer in the party there, Curtis. So keep that in mind, buddy. There'll be 4 encounters next time.
Double down on you.
But I'm not gonna throw inexperienced players into the same challenge that I would send experienced players into, or players that are used to my style of gaming. So you definitely want to curtail it around, what players, you have in your group and what's going to be fun for them. Some people enjoy the story stuff more. Some people enjoy combat more. Some people are kind of, I don't want to say sensitive, but like I can have some kind of rough elements in my game where, like innocent people, for example, might get killed by a villain or something like that. And some people are sensitive to that and they don't want, anything that's maybe a bit gruesome or things like that. It just depends. But you need to know your players so that you can craft a game that everyone is going to enjoy.
Right. I appreciate that. That's good advice, sir.
I think so.
Yeah. Thank you.
And that's my advice for this week.
All right. Next, we're going to do some posing. And where is our poser? He's working on it.
Mm-hmm. Probably should have got it ready while my segment was on. But, we're work in progress, folks.
Yeah, we're learning.
Judge too harshly.
We're doing what we can here. Here we go. Let's do this. Pose cam. And no pose cams. He's working on it. There we go.
I think you have the phone upside down, Dylan.
It's all part of the show, guys. It's all part of the show.
Yep.
It's the magic.
Love the little video segment intros. Little long, but fun. Yeah, I'm thinking I might.
That's what she said.
I'll trim them down a little bit. Some people enjoy the loop.
Hey, Curtis, my segment wasn't, this is what Curtis likes in games. Okay? So that's not what I'm doing. And that just because of that, you can forget it. No more loot.
Loot out. Loot 0. I really liked Dylan's last week. His pose thing, Chris, was
absolutely, man.
Kind of like posturing differently based on heroic or villainous.
Okay.
So I thought that was interesting. Like, I never really thought about that. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there were 2 different figures. One was like a King Kong, and the other one was like the evil monkey guy. And his posing was like completely different based on who they were. So I thought that was really interesting.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
Dylan probably sold a few of those Godzillas, I think. Or not Godzilla, what? King Kong. Yeah, the King Kong was really cool.
How we doing, my man?
Can you not hear me when I'm off screen?
No.
Well, you have your
Okay.
it's muted. It's muted.
I'll unmute my phone so you can hear me through my phone.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah. Is that good?
Okay. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. I've been talking for like 5 minutes.
You should, you know.
I hope you entertained yourself, Dylan.
Trying. And I have to mute this.
All right. Let's.
Okay.
All
good?
right. It's all you, baby.
Okay. Cool. I'm getting an echo somewhere. I'm trying to figure that out.
Did you mute your other microphone when you unmuted your phone?
I muted the computer, yeah.
This is always good to set up like before the show starts.
You know what? It worked fine last week. And
Just throwing that out there that,
I think this is a nice peek behind the curtain for everyone.
That's right.
Anybody who's interested in, putting on a YouTube show,
Right.
These are the things that you're going to run into.
Growing pains. Yeah. Our 100th episode, we're going to be like on it.
Okay.
Curtis says to turn your phone sideways, Boomer.
It is.
Is it?
There
There you
now
go.
it is. Okay. So, what kind of thing do you guys want to see? Like, if
Oh.
anyone has, like, I have a bunch of different characters within Arm's Reach.
How about like a flying or like
Flying character?
a kind of thing, or like,
Okay.
you know, in the air kind of.
Okay. I can make that work. Sort of.
Or
Let's
did I
see.
pick something that you can't do for now?
I just don't have any flying characters, but I will show you how to
I mean,
make
maybe
characters.
not necessarily flying, but like kind of like, you know,
Okay.
they're jumping heroically.
There we go. Okay.
Spider-Man fell to his death.
So, okay. So, Maximum Spider-Man. I'm not going to get into the whole Maximum thing. That's a conversation. But so, to get him into, like, the Spider-Man pose, almost. See, I've never explained it while I was doing it before. So, Curtis, Off-World doesn't need me to make it look bad.
That's accurate.
So, I'll try to walk you through it. So, beyond the basic arm up whip sort of pose like this, to really get like the vibe of Spider-Man, especially with this figure, you got to get it real curled up, get both the legs as crunched up as possible.
Yeah. This the maximum
Sort of.
one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Which you can get almost the same posability out of like the Secret Wars black suit
Yeah.
or the Puerto Rican suit Miles from that new Gamerverse wave.
Okay.
It's almost exactly the same. But so like, you know, doesn't take long. I know it's probably not like the super like easiest thing to follow, but you know, doesn't take a whole lot of work. So I don't know. Keep directing me.
Let's see. You guys have any ideas of what he could do or different poses for different figures or
Well, we're talking about action poses. How would you pose them if you had him fighting another villainous character? Dylan?
So
Oh, hey, wait, butt shot.
oh,
This
yeah,
is
here we go.
PG-13. Wow.
Here we go.
Oh,
Okay. So
we almost saw his web shooter.
almost. One thing that I always like to do is with characters like this that can get like really contorted and like up out of the way is having them fight like really big characters that'll like pick them up and throw them around. Is always really fun because like something like this, you get them in a pose like this, and then you bring in a character like just because this is sitting here, a werewolf.
just happen to be sitting there?
Yeah, this comes back later. Don't worry.
Benicio.
Yeah, this is a custom that I made, and
Okay.
I'm super happy with. Yeah. So like this sort of thing.
Question,
It takes-
Dylan, was that werewolf just eating a jelly sandwich?
Sure,
Perhaps barbecued ribs.
perhaps.
That's a cool
I look
figure.
like that after I eat barbecued ribs.
Oh man, for sure.
Absolutely.
The secret
So,
is
like-
that don't even wipe your mouth. Just keep eating
Yeah.
it till you're done because
That's it.
He's
And then-
saving it for later.
Yeah, then change your clothes.
Or your whole physiology back to not being a monster. If possible. Yeah, there you go. Curtis gets it.
Yeah.
So then also something I like to do with Spider-Man in particular is he's always doing the sort of I'm gonna land on you somewhere and confuse the shit out of you sort of thing. So The
Nice.
scales
Now,
would
do
be
you
a
use
lesson.
flight stands for
Um,
those poses, or?
if I keep them displayed, yes, but I like to test myself to see. This guy doesn't stand very well on his own. He's got the dog leg thing, so he does have a stand most of the time.
Gotcha.
I still need to figure out the angle of the camera because this down shot doesn't really work for
Yeah,
actual.
we'll get there.
Yeah,
We'll get there. We'll figure it out.
'cause-
Learn as we go.
yeah.
So when you're posing, do you like usually have Spider-Man like on his shoulder, or like is he like attached
So-
to the figure somehow?
So if I could get it where I don't need to, blue tack or a rubber band or something, I'll usually try to if you could get sort of wedge the fingers into somewhere or wedge the toe
Oh, I
of
never
the
thought
foot
about
somewhere.
that. So you're using the actual anatomy of both figures to kind of attach
Yeah.
the figure to. I never thought about doing that.
I wish I had another example that I could quickly just pull out of somewhere. Or like this. I have this guy with the whole posed up choking out a Cobra soldier.
Sweet.
He's got a rubber band on his hand.
Oh, okay.
Wrapped
So you
around
little
the-
clear rubber bands.
The trooper, yeah.
I never thought
So,
about
like-
that. That's cool, man.
Get that. I do this sort of pose with Spider-Man a lot too, like if he's fighting Venom or something like that. But yeah,
Is there violence going on in the
I don't know. I
background
thought there was
somewhere?
a cat in the dishwasher or something.
it's not me.
Sorry about that. I was getting something.
No problem.
Nope.
No problem.
Okay. So yeah, this is a process that takes a long time.
Yeah.
Don't get discouraged is the big thing. Stands are not cheating. I'll always defend that. A lot of people think that using a stand is cheating, especially for pictures.
I don't mind stands.
Yeah, I think if you could hide it for a picture, which it's not difficult to do, but you could see.
Was
Well,
he
now he
balanced? Was
can't.
he balanced on?
Yeah, so
Yes,
if I get it
Never do it.
to, yeah, it's
But
hard
I
to.
think posing takes patience, though, too, right?
Yeah, yes. Which is funny because I'm super impatient when it comes to everything else in my life. But there you go.
Awesome. You can maybe move the phone so we could get a different.
Yeah, I just gotta take it off the.
Yeah.
You can see that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
that's
you guys
dope.
are.
I like
I
that.
love that.
So thank you.
Super cool.
Yeah. So yeah, that's just a quick little unintelligible ramble about how to put Spider-Man in a couple poses. Anything else you guys want to make me fumble my way through?
Anything you guys could think of?
I didn't know that there was going to be an assignment. I'm not prepared.
It's an assignment for me more than anything else.
All right, man. We appreciate it.
So, yeah, no problem.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, Jesus. What happened here? Oh, there we go. Okay.
There we go.
There we go. There we go.
Yeah, that was really cool.
It was.
I like that.
Definitely.
Thank you.
Our next segment is film. We're going to talk about movies. So, for the guys, I kind of gave them a little bit of homework. I said top 5 films of 2025 so far, and so
Tough one.
Chris said you had a hard time. Like you had,
Yeah, it's been a good year. I mean, there's been a lot of good stuff out there lately. Not the big stuff either. A lot of little independent films that are been kind of amazing. So Definitely recommend some of them. Yeah.
Definitely. Yeah, like I had said, I had to actually go to Dylan is a dope poser for sure, man. I love his
I like that.
and I mean that. I mean I'm being genuine. I'm not
Just feed the ego.
because
Keep coming. Energy vampire, come on.
like I said on the first episode, like Dylan kind of like, between me and Matt talking movies and Dylan, when we did New to Mythics, like he was talking about posing, and I'm like, we could do our own like little show here. We got something without Curtis. Even
Yeah.
like I didn't know that was going to be a thing. That could be
Possible. Is that possible?
Yeah,
Well, it is only episode 2. We might have to call him.
right. Have to phone a friend. And that's
It's
the thing.
27 G.
I thought it was
27.
17.
27.
So, Joe,
Wow.
have you seen a movie this year?
You know what's interesting? So 2 days ago, I was waiting for my girlfriend at her house, and she had Meg 2 on her TV, and I watched that entire horrible movie from start to finish.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you're the one. Okay, good.
Yeah,
Yeah, you're the.
it was pretty bad, but I watched it because it was what was on TV. But no, I haven't seen very many. I might not have seen any other new. I haven't seen any new movies this year. I don't think that I can recall. But
And that's okay. I just don't want you to ever feel like you're left out or something because, us other three or two.
oh no, you guys go ahead. Absolutely. I mean, it's a pop culture show, but I can say this is my second pop culture show that I'm on when I know nothing about pop culture. So I'll just make occasional comments, a bad joke here and there. So
Untrue. So let's.
Geisegway Schmerber.
I know that's a good question.
Yeah.
I'm curious. Yeah, I'm curious about
I
that.
think
is that like Wonder Twin powers
I
activate?
think you need a comma somewhere in
He
there.
would be small and fat, so that would be
Me.
right. You are the Gwesegwe Schmerber.
You know what? That makes a lot of sense
It does make sense. Yeah.
with Jesse's hair.
Yes. Great hair. Brian says, send Joe a list of movies to watch. No Jason Statham films apply.
Yeah.
Other than
No.
Snatch, I would say
There's no one
Yeah,
like
yeah.
holding a gun to my head keeping me from watching movies. It's just not something that I do.
that's okay. That's okay. Like I said, I had thought about that when I first was kind of developing this show mentally. I'm like, me and Matt love movies. I didn't know that Dylan did too. And I talked to Chris about movies
Yeah.
almost every week because he and I and Jamie, his lovely wife, and my lovely lady Ree, we go to the movies probably every week. So especially in the summer, when there's all kinds of movies, we're always talking movies and stuff. So I thought it's important to me, and that's what this show is about, is us individually coming together and sharing things that we're passionate about. So let's talk movies.
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah.
So let's start with number 5. I will go first. So we're basically top 5 so far. If you've got extras or honorable mentions, that's fine. There's no rules here. And then what it is, and then why. So I will go first. My number 5, I had to write it down. My number, because it changes and fluctuates. My number 5, the new ad, Weapons, was my number 5. I don't know if I loved it. I liked it a lot. I'm not going to spoil anything about it. It made me think of a story that you would tell your friends, like, maybe not a haunted house story, maybe not a ghost story, but it's an interesting story. Like if I said, I have this story that I want to tell you guys, and I sat down and I spun this, you would be enraptured.
Yeah.
In my opinion. I think you would be like, this is an interesting story. Like this is, and you would be, I would think you would be caught up until the end, wanting to know what happened, why it happened, which we may not know per se, and all the little details because it's only a 2 hour and 8 minute movie. But I don't know. I was just along for the ride. This director, I think his name is Zach
Krieger.
Thank you.
He's from The Whitest Kids You Know.
See, I'd never watched that.
Yeah, he is.
Heard of that. But Barbarian, I thought was awesome. Like Barbarian was so freaking off the wall and strange and funny in weird ways and just, and I always say, my girlfriend looked at me like, what the fuck did we just watch? And I like thought that was so funny that she was just like, what was this weird ass movie that you dragged me to? And I had no answer, but I enjoyed the ride. And that's kind of how Weapons is. It's like, just, enjoy the ride and wherever it takes you. Like, some people will overanalyze a movie to death, and I try not to, like, I don't want to pick it apart. I just want to enjoy it for what the filmmaker, it's like they're giving you a delicious meal. Like, here, experience this. And that's how I think Weapons was, something to be experienced. So that's
without getting into spoilers.
Yes.
There's another movie that I don't know if it's still out that came out called Bring Her Back. The entire movie is, from what I heard, I will not see it. It sounds like it's all child abuse in that movie.
Oh.
So what is how much stuff happens to kids in Weapons before
not really.
Okay.
Not really. And actually, it's told in a really, Greg, tell me if you don't agree. It's told in a really interesting way.
Right.
It's not like the standard horror film that you see, and it's, here's the 3 plot points. Weapons is told in a really interesting way.
Right.
And Greg's right. Just when you kind of get like, it changes, and you're like, oh, this is a change. Yeah, it's a really interesting movie. I would definitely recommend it. It is. It is definitely worth a watch.
Cool.
And I wish I could go into more. Like, I wish, this was an episode where we could really like delve into it, because I want to talk about it. But so go check it out, people. Cool. Weapons, my number 5. Chris, how about you? What's your number 5?
I have a kind of an honorable mention I'd like to start with. I think honorable mention is Fantastic Four. First Steps. I really love like the whole retro futurism, that Disney World, Venture Brothers kind of feel to it.
Yes, I love it.
And I felt like it was probably my favorite superhero movie of the year. It was close between, 1 or 2 other ones, but that was the movie I'd say honorable mention that I did really enjoy it. We really enjoyed it. It was a good time. I would definitely say that. But I'd say my number 5 is F1. Yes. If you've not seen F1 and you can find it someplace, it's literally the reason to go to the movies. I mean, that's the best thing I could say about it. It's a reason to go see it in the theater. Seeing it in IMAX was probably one of the best like cinematic experiences we had all summer. Yeah. I mean, it was, and it's a good movie, and Brad Pitt's good in it, and the story it follows through. I do recommend it. It was just a fast paced. It was interesting. I mean, it's
visually too.
Visually, yeah. I mean, there's these scenes where he's driving, and you get the driver's point of view of the car. And even if you're not into race cars, which I know, a lot of people are not in, it was fascinating to see that world and like what goes into that world and training. So I would say, number 5 is F1.
I really like Brad Pitt in that movie. Like, his character to me seemed interesting. Like, his journey, his ups and downs, his motivations for why he races and why he walks away after he's done with it. Like, that was interesting to me.
And it's not where like Brad Pitt is the older, well-seasoned guy and comes on team with the. I mean, I know what the movie is, but is that like the story of it? But it's also younger guy.
Yeah, it is. But it's also this idea of a character who's incredibly stuck in a world that he's stuck in his way of doing things, and anytime he changes that's kind of. It was just, again, like I say, I mean, everybody in there, even the supporting cast was really good, and I think all the locations they went to were real locations, and they go all over the world. I mean, it was like I said before. If there's a reason for you to get up and go to the theater, that was a movie to see. It's the same director as Top Gun, right?
Matt, was it? Oh, was it? I thought it was.
Yeah.
Okay, I thought it was
The new
Mangold for some reason. Didn't Mangold just direct something?
Yeah.
I don't know. What was it? Was it? I thought
For some reason, I thought it was that movie. But yeah, you're right. I think you're right about the Top Gun. I'm not sure, but yeah, I really, really liked Brad Pitt in this.
Mm-hmm.
He did A Complete Unknown.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah.
I knew he did something. Me and Chris were just talking about that movie. If that movie had been 2025, it would be on my top 5 because I adored that movie.
Yeah.
All right, Matt, what you got for number 5, my main man?
Like I said earlier in the show, I've been watching a lot of older stuff, and I agree with Chris. It was hard to come up with a list, but I picked Thunderbolts as my as 5. The cast on that was just fresh. They had a nice chemistry on screen, I think, and just the action. It was a new, probably one of MCU's better movies of late. Is why it ended up on my top 5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I really liked Florence Pugh. I mean, I'm a Florence Pugh fan.
Right.
I really think she was the heart of this movie.
Yeah.
Like her journey, and I just like the journey of people, like their, what they go through and how the course of events change them, and they adapt or struggle to adapt or try to be hard-headed and fight against it or whatever. Like that kind of journey to me is interesting, and I think that it was smart of them to have her as the focal point, in my opinion.
Yeah.
And be like the emotional, heart of the movie. And in my opinion, I don't know if other people think so, but I'm glad that they focused on her because she's a phenomenal, in my opinion, actress.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that.
And David Harbour stole every scene he's in. I mean, and he just looks like he's having a really good time. Not like he's, making a joke of it, but that he's just enjoying that character and being part of it. So yeah, that kind of made it laugh. And Matt, that is actually, I think, like my 7th or my 8th movie on my list too. I love Thunderbolts. It was one of my other favorite movies of the year.
Yeah, it was definitely enjoyable.
We'll have to have you back, Chris, also when we do top 10 of the year.
Yeah, definitely.
For sure. That might be a long episode, but all right, Dylan, how about you, my main man? What's your number 5?
Okay, so I have a couple honorable mentions first also, if that's fine.
Of course, man. This is your show.
So I want to give an honorable mention to the Looney Tunes movie that came out this year, which I don't think anyone knows that there was a Looney Tunes movie this year.
I had no idea.
It's I think it's called Looney Tunes: The Day the Earth Blew Up. Yes, The Day the Earth Blew Up, a Looney Tunes movie. It came out, I saw it March 14th, so it must have come out that week. In a year where everything in the theaters is movies that are sequels or reboots or remakes or whatever, it's nice to have a legacy franchise that hasn't had a movie in like 20 years.
Right.
And it was just super enjoyable. It was really funny. And I've seen a lot of kids movies the past couple of years. And for a movie that, even though it's fan-based,
that's because you're a kid, Dylan.
I don't want to hear it, Joseph.
It's okay.
Giuseppe. But it was very good. Anyway, so my number 5, controversial, is Wolfman. From the very beginning of the year.
Yeah, see, I didn't catch that.
That might have even
neither did I.
Tail end of last year, but I think it was
in that?
January.
Somebody's in that.
It
Who's
had
in
the
that?
girl in it.
It was Silver Surfer.
Oh, Julia Garner was in that?
Is the main girl. The main guy I didn't recognize from anything.
Craven. If you saw Craven, he was one of the bad guy, one of the villains in Craven. If you saw that,
I'll have to
was one
watch
of the few.
that. Totally.
So it's super divisive. and it's not the best movie. I did the math. I saw 23 movies this year. 4 of those was Superman. 4 of those was Sinners. I've seen a bunch of movies multiple times. But Wolfman, like, horror movies are my jam. Werewolves are my jam. It was a new, unique take in that realistic sort of, this is almost how it could happen in real life, which is ridiculous because it's a werewolf movie. But it was enjoyable, and the effects were pretty good when they weren't being covered up by CGI.
I'll have to check it out.
But it was pretty fun.
So Wolfman is your number 5.
Yeah.
Okay. Joe, I mean,
I haven't watched 5 movies this year total. So to answer Curtis's question, he keeps saying something about Joe's picks. I've only picked my nose this year, Curtis. So yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, Curtis is very concerned about your,
about me being involved, but I feel involved. I'm curious. I'm listening to what you guys are saying. If I ever decide to watch movies, I'll have a good idea where to start.
There you go.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Listen to us. Yeah, we'll lead you in the right course. Number 4 is Superman. I was so excited about this movie. It was what I wanted it to be. Maybe not what I was expecting, but I'm glad that it is what it is. I wanted it to keep going. I wanted to see everything that they didn't show. I liked the actors. I liked who they picked. I liked the chemistry. I don't know. It seemed kind of episodic to me. Like it told a portion of the story, maybe. I don't know. Maybe I'm just grasping at straws, but I really liked it. I think it's going in the right direction. I liked all the other heroes in it. I thought it was cool. And I love Superman, so I was there for it. I'm still bummed about Henry Cavill, but I'm not going to, dwell on that. I had a discussion with Rob Zamora for like an hour over, the better Superman and all that. But I just love Superman, so I'm there for pretty much anything other than Nicolas Cage Superman. So,
oh, come on.
And I like old Nick Cage. I don't like new Nick Cage, but yeah. So that's my number 4 is Superman.
My next,
Yes.
my number 4 is a movie called Companion. It's
Okay,
a
yeah.
sci-fi movie that came out at the beginning of the year. Really loved the movie. Just kind of, again, strange kind of story about kind of a romantic story, you think, and then it changes and it shifts into something else, and then it changes into something, after that. Really good acting. Jake Ryan from The Boys was in it, and
Yes.
he's good. I'll just leave it at that. I won't ruin anything. I mean, if you've seen the trailer, the idea of it, but it was a really good film. I mean, I would highly recommend it. I mean, I'm going to say this all night to all of mine, but if you haven't seen this one, check it out. It's worth checking out if you like
It's
sci-fi.
on Max.
Is it?
I believe so.
Yeah.
It's on my watch list.
Yeah,
Watch
check
it. It's and again, I won't say anything more about it other than it's interesting. It goes interesting places, and the main actress, I think she's in Yellow Jackets.
She's done quite a few. She's pretty popular these days.
Yeah. She was in her Heretic, which I haven't seen. It's still on my watch list.
That was a good movie. That's
really okay.
Very
cool.
cerebral.
Okay.
It's a thinking man's horror movie.
Yeah.
But Companion, you don't know where it's going, and you don't know where it's going to end up. It was very what's that movie? Machina.
Ex Machina.
Ex Machina. Yeah.
Yeah. And
it's kind of, maybe that's spoiling, but
it's also not for the faint of heart either. There's some scenes in that movie that will, like, if you're, it's not.
And Weapons
there's-
also is not
Weapons also.
Party.
There's some stuff in that that
Very-
happens.
very gory.
Yeah. So if you like sci-fi, if you like horror, Companion is well worth a watch.
Yeah, it's worth checking out
Definitely.
for sure. Yeah, good number 4, man.
Yeah.
How about you, Matt?
My number 4 is ironically Superman as well.
Okay.
I agree with every point you hit. That it left me wanting more, but I enjoyed what I had.
Yes. It's well done. It was well made.
Yeah, definitely. I'm a sucker for origin stories. I mean, we all know the origin story of Superman. And I was a little bummed that they weren't going to redo it, but we've seen it 100 times before, and it still worked how they did it. I think the setup and all that stuff on it. But yeah, that's my number 4. Like you said, I was kind of bummed about Cavill, but he did a pretty good job as Superman.
He did.
Yeah.
And I get it. You know, like Gunn wanted to do a younger, more inexperienced version of Superman, like Superman Year 3 or whatever. I get it. It makes sense. I mean, that's his vision. That's where he wanted to start the story. So, you know,
it definitely has potential to take off from there.
It was, I'm looking forward to more. I hope we don't have to wait. You know, like the Batman is finally in production. I'm like, finally, you know, get this movie made. So hopefully Superman won't take as long. Hopefully he'll be in Supergirl. I'm hoping we might see him in that. That would be awesome. But yeah, good movie. Dylan, number 4.
All right, so my number 4 is Love Hurts.
Love,
which was a Valentine's Day action comedy with Ke Huy Quan.
Oh yeah, okay.
It was hilarious. The stunts were freaking phenomenal. It was so much fun, and it was one of those, who's gonna go see this? And then the theater was packed, and everyone had a good time. It was a ton of fun, and it was just a great, fun action comedy.
I felt like the trailer almost showed too much. Like it showed, you know, a lot going on, but it looked good, and I love Ke Huy Quan. I mean,
it was a lot of fun.
Ever since he was Data, I was like, I want to be this kid, you know, or Short Round. It's like, this kid's living the life I want to live. Jeez. Curtis is so worried about Joe.
He's trying to.
I'm all right,
Joe.
Joe, you good, buddy?
I'm fantastic.
I thought you were going to be late, and you really weren't late. I mean, you missed like maybe 10 minutes or something.
Did I? Was I that fast?
The plan was to do the film thing, but then you were asking about the link, so I'm like, he's going to be here like right away. And also show notes. I'm going to go back to Dylan and posing. Dylan made me feel like it was my error about sending clips. I just looked. It was 9:14 when you sent me those.
I know. I told you I was late.
It starts at 9, bro. The show starts at 9. You're sending me.
It didn't start till 9:15.
It took you that long to send those?
I forgot.
Like 9:14. I'm like, bro.
Hey, and I'm gonna defend him here. I'll be his lawyer here. He said he was gonna send them well before the show started.
Maybe he meant well after the show started.
No, I'm saying his comment was saying I'm gonna send you.
Right? Yeah, I was like, I thought it was my
apparently he never did.
I got carried away watching the Legion's Lair.
Okay.
And I forgot.
I just wanted to bring it out. I just wanted. That's
fine.
You know, I still love you. You're still my boy, but you know, I just needed to. Anyhow,
needed to put Dylan on blast.
I did just for a second. I had to pull out for just a second.
You did it.
I had to because I was like 9:14. What the?
It was me that said we should all have toy news too, so that is on me.
But you did pivot and do the news yourself, and I kind of like that. So, Guesagoy says, "Leave my son alone." I'm sorry. You're right. I just had to throw that out there because I thought it was my error.
No,
that I had messed up. So, Okay, where are we, guys?
Number
My turn.
3.
Number three, man. I think I'm the only goddamn person that saw this movie, me and my fiance. But I want everyone to see this movie. Eddington. Excuse me. Did anyone else see Eddington? Oh my man, that's right. We talked about it. This movie is the craziest, but it's funny. It's topical, even though it took place like 5 years ago. There's satire, there's comedy, there's gore, there's action. Just like if I try to describe what it is, people will be like, that sounds boring as hell. But I'm going to describe it. So there's a sheriff in a small town in
Arizona, I think. New Mexico. Yeah. It's
one of those. Eddington, fake town, Eddington, New Mexico, we'll just say. And Joaquin Phoenix is the sheriff, the small town sheriff. And Pedro Pascal is the mayor, and they are very divided. It's a time of COVID when COVID was you had to wear a mask, and Joaquin was anti-mask. He's like, I'm the sheriff. I'm not wearing no damn mask. I'm not wearing it into the grocery store. If you don't want to wear it, you don't have to. And like it really caused rifts in the town between the mayor and the people that believed in it and the people that didn't believe in it. And so that's kind of like the starting premise. And then it just goes like off the rails. And it ends with just machine gun action.
oh my God.
Just batshit insane, but awesome.
It's so good. It just builds. And even if you don't like the movie, it's so good to watch. You know what I mean? It's like there's no scene in that you're not enjoying watching. You just can't help but want to know what's going to happen next. Yeah.
And I even texted you after. I'm like, what is this? Yeah. I literally stopped in the theater. I'm a talker, and I'm not shy. I'll talk to anybody, but I stopped as I was walking out of the theater. There's an old couple that were still like digesting the movie. And I said, what do you think that meant? Like, there's a scene at the end of the movie, and I'm like, what do you think that meant? Like, I just wanted their feedback to see if maybe that's what it meant, or did it mean this? And they were similar on what it meant, I guess. But it's just something that you will talk about on the way home or after the movie's over. You'll look at your partner and be like, what do you think about that? Like, well, this is an interesting, it was like one of those that gets you talking. And I like those kind of movies. Yeah. So Eddington is my number 3.
That's a good choice. My number 3 is The Life of Chuck. Mike Flanagan, Stephen King. It's wonderful. I mean, I don't say this a lot about movies, but it's a life-affirming movie. You walk out of there and you feel good to be a human being and to have experienced something like that. It's beautiful. Tom Hiddleston does an amazing job. Mark Hamill's great in it, and it's again, if you know Mike Flanagan, Midnight Mass, Fall of the House of Usher, his style. All his players are in it. All his people show up in different parts, and it's surprising and it's sweet, and I mean, it's everything that usually the cynical bastard I am usually doesn't like in a movie, but I really like that movie. I came out of it, and it was just you feel good about the universe. I mean, it's one of those movies that, it's life affirming. I mean, that's the simplest way I could put it.
Stephen King wrote it, right?
Stephen King wrote it. Yeah. That's why it's a novello of his. Mm-hmm. But it's one of those movies that you will catch it and you'll see it sometime, I guarantee you, and you'll be like, wow. This is just, it catches you off guard. Again, it's told in a very different way and kind of a unique way, but it's wonderful. Yeah.
Yeah, that's on my list to watch. There's like an area where it's like, it might still be at the theater, but there might be just one showing at 9:30 at night, and you're waiting for digital. So it's kind of that.
Yeah. And And it's also the kind of movie that later on you'll go back and you'll think about the beginning of it and you'll think about the middle of it. And you'll be like, wow, okay, I get
I
this.
like those
Again,
movies that-
yeah, it's again, it's not. And I think Dylan said it, in a world of sequels and, just continuations, this movie just feels original.
Yeah.
And again, if you know Mike Flanagan, you know his stuff, it fits into his universe. So you feel like when you walk out of it, you're like it's part of that Mike Flanagan world. So
Midnight Mass was so good, dude.
Yeah, Midnight Mass is, and it's funny because I don't know a lot of people who've seen it and who've like experienced it, but that's a really good series. It catches
Really?
you off guard. Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
It's good to watch with your partner. Something to watch together. Really good show. I didn't see the last one they did. The House, was it House of the
How
Polish?
about, oh yeah, it's really good. I mean, I enjoyed it. It's
I need to
again,
watch
it's and again, it's not for the faint of heart. There's scenes in that show that are just like they're tough, But like when it gets through it, you come through it and you're like, wow.
What was the one that he did before that? Midnight Mass. That was
It was
House on Haunted Hill.
Yeah, there was two of them. The
Dude.
house and Jamie's a big fan of all this.
The tall man was like floating, like the kid was under the bed.
He also did Gerald's Game too. Did you guys see that?
I didn't see that. I read
That's
the book.
another adaptation. That's another intense story.
Flanagan's the man. I think he's doing the Stand.
Yeah, he's doing the Dark Tower.
Oh, the Dark Tower
series, which, oh my God, that's like if you're a Stephen King fan, that's the dude. It's going to be huge. So
I just added those the audio books.
Hill House. He's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Those are.
Yeah. Flanagan's the man for sure.
Yeah.
All right, Matt. How about you, buddy?
My number 3, it was a movie that caught me off guard. I think it was straight to Apple TV. The Gorge.
Okay.
Saw that.
It's on my list to watch.
Yeah, that was a movie I heard nothing about going into it.
Mm-hmm.
Seen no trailer. It was pretty much, I woke up one morning and it was on Apple TV and I was like, I like Miles Teller.
Mm-hmm.
And what's the Anya Taylor-Joy?
Anya Taylor-Joy. Yeah, I like her too.
I was like, this sounds like a good combo.
Yeah.
I put it on and I was instantly hooked. It pulls you right in.
Mm.
It's a different kind of storyline. My son Gavin walked in after I started about 10 minutes. He sat down, he got hooked in it, even with missing the first 15, 20 minutes of it. And after we finished watching it, we both looked at each other and we was like, that probably could have been marketed as a Resident Evil movie.
Right.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. It was really well made. It was entertaining.
It was. It was. It had that nice creepy aspect of it with the human companionship between those two. So yeah, that's definitely a movie I recommend. Yep.
Yeah, it was a really good movie. I totally forgot about that movie. But yeah, even my fiance was entertained. She said something weird though afterwards. Like she said something like, "That was good, but it was kind of far-fetched." I'm like, it's like a horror movie. There's far-fetched. Of course, it's far-fetched.
Yeah.
But I liked it. I really thought it was a good movie. Good choice. Good choice. Dylan, you are up, my main man.
Okay. So my number 3 is Fantastic Four.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to give too much away. It was a lot of fun. It's definitely the best MCU movie I've seen in quite a while. I didn't see Thunderbolts. I have to watch it on Disney Plus.
For real?
Cap, the newest Cap was garbage. But yeah, Fantastic Four was just a lot of fun, a lot of references if you're familiar with the comics.
It's well made.
Galactus was one of the best comic book portrayals I've ever seen.
Yes, I agree.
Yeah. Pedro did a pretty good job. I know there's a lot of oversaturation with him, but I think he did pretty good. I really liked all the character beats and how they portrayed all the characters. Like Johnny not just being Spider-Man was great, because Johnny often gets reduced to just being the Spider-Man character and just cracking jokes the whole time. But I think they did pretty good with him not being just a joke.
Right. Yeah.
And my boy Ben Grimm, they actually went and did the one thing that they didn't do with the original movies is they actually focused on him being Jewish, which is a huge deal for representation.
Yeah.
I'm not going to wax poetic about representation in movies and whatever, but the Thing is a character that being Jewish is intrinsic to him as a character, and that was just super important to see on the big screen, especially right now.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. I completely agree with you, Dylan. And the actor that they got is an amazing actor and conveyed so much. Like if you said the heart of that movie, it's Ben.
Yeah.
I mean, there's so many scenes of that movie that I got choked up about, and it wasn't because of, Vanessa Kirby or Pedro Pascal. It was because of him, and it's because of the eyes.
Yes.
They did. That's such a good character. I totally agree with you, Dylan. I mean,
him just kind of walking through his neighborhoods and stuff.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You could see like that, wanting to be accepted and wanting to just walk into, the church or the deli or the wherever and just be like everybody else, like that humanity. He still had it, but, it conveyed quite a bit in the scenes that he had, for sure.
Fun fact, that street set is the same from Deadpool and Wolverine.
Really?
They fight all the Deadpools.
yeah.
Joe, how do you feel about comic book movies? Is that something that you check out, or how do you feel about that kind of?
Oh, I was really into it. So just to explain, it's not that I don't like movies. I live in a very small town, so I have to travel to go to the theater. And my girlfriend currently has different days off than I do. So it's hard for us to, line things up to do stuff like going to the movies and stuff like that. But I've actually seen most of the Marvel movies in the theater.
Yeah.
It's just that the recent ones, because she changed jobs, we just haven't had the opportunity to travel to go.
So you're down for the Marvel movies?
Yeah, and DC, maybe not as much, but I saw Batman versus Superman in the theater.
Yeah. I love all comic book movies. I'll watch them all if I'm not excited. Just, I love comics. I love comic books as a kid, and I'm down for whatever movies that they.
Yeah,
have.
I don't know if you guys have heard this story, but I actually learned to read from comic books. My family moved to Nevada from the Bay Area when I was very young, 3 or 4. But my dad was still working in the Bay Area for a while. So as he would travel back and forth for work, he would, this was so long ago, he could stop at truck stops and buy comic books.
Mm-hmm.
He would bring me comic books, but I couldn't read. And my mom would do a thing where she would say, like, if it was a Spider-Man comic book, like I wanted her to read it to me, but she'd say, okay, I'll read it to you, but you have to read all the things that Spider-Man says. And that's how I learned to read. I actually knew how to.
Smart.
Yeah, I knew how to read when I started kindergarten because I loved comic books. So
That's awesome.
Wow.
Yeah, that's pretty smart.
That is cool.
yep. So I'm a comic book guy, and I like the superhero movies.
too,
I think they're pretty darn cool. I just haven't got a chance to see the recent ones.
That's all right. You'll catch up, Joe. You got a
Yeah.
lot to see.
Someday.
Yeah, for sure.
You have to come in a week early for Legion's Con, and we could just watch every movie.
Yes,
I can't sit. Okay, part of the reason why I don't watch movies or TV shows is because I have a hard time sitting still
I get that.
to sit through movies. I always feel like there's things that I should be doing.
Okay,
So,
I totally I zone in. So like when I go to a movie and there's people talking or they got their phone on or
I'm talking about at home, not at the theater.
yeah, but I'm just saying I get so engrossed or entranced when I'm watching a good movie that I don't mind sitting there for 3 hours, I guess.
Yeah, that's my thing. When I'm at home and the idea of just there's so many things that need to be done that it's like thinking, oh, I'm going to be sitting down for an hour and a half or 2 hours, like
Yeah.
that's
what we're doing right now.
The shows are the only time I do that, and I'm still thinking about the things I probably should be doing instead. We appreciate it. I'm kidding. That's a joke.
Now would be a good time to have a movie going on the TV or something.
Right. I could watch a movie while you guys were talking about the good movies.
On Off-World, you could watch 2 movies in the time we do that.
That
show.
is true. Yes, that is
true. Yeah.
Curtis, I should have asked people in the group. Yeah, you guys, if there's anyone still here, throw out some of your favorites for the year for sure.
I gotta check out this K-pop movie.
I know that was Jesse's number one.
Everyone's talking about
I've
it.
never heard of it before.
It looks like
Dragon,
Spider-Verse animation, and I really like it.
Thunderbolts.
I've seen it, but I never made it past K-pop. I didn't know there was demon hunters in it.
Yeah.
Accountant 2 I really liked. I thought that was actually as good as the first one. I really liked it.
Cool.
I liked Den of Thieves too, the second one. I actually enjoyed the second one. It's pretty good. I'm so brainwashed that sequels are gonna suck. I'm always prepared that a sequel is not, and that kind of goes into my number 2 because I'm so used to sequels not being good that I kind of expected this movie 28 years later to be the third, movie to be whatever, but I was blown away. This movie, other than the end is insane, but up to that point, this movie was just well made. The dynamic between the son and his mom and his dad and what was going on with them. I mean, the undead people or the berserkers or whatever they're called in this movie is you see them, but they're not even they're barely character in this movie. I think it's almost like they're a danger, but they're not I don't know. It was like a character thing. It was, and it goes back to that journey, I guess, of this young man, and kind of realizing that his parents are, people and not, how sometimes you think your dad or your mom are the greatest things in the world, and when you kind of actually see them for who they are, it can be kind of a shock, and I think that's what he went through. But it really good movie. I'll just leave it at that. I can't recommend it anymore. Stay for the credits, and it's just an awesome movie. Number 2.
There's 2 more of those coming down the pipe too.
28 years later. Yeah, they're still getting funding. They did the next one already, but they're still trying to get money for the next one. So
they're running out of time periods.
Right.
What's the next one? 28 decades.
Yeah.
300 years later.
This one might be 28 minutes later or something. I don't know. Who knows?
Yeah, after the next.
Yes. Yeah. I'm just throwing that out there. I don't know.
I can always go 28 days before.
It could be.
Yeah, it had so much heart though. Danny Boyle. Danny Boyle is amazing. Yeah, I loved it.
Yeah.
Loved it. Loved it. Number 2.
That whole role between the kid and the father. Yeah, and there's so many different things going on in that movie. You're right. You got to stay to the end. You got to
a lot of
stay to the end.
Yeah. The end is I think it's connective tissue to the next movie. It had to be there to kind of show you that there's more to come, but you could have just left and not seen that part, and you would be this was a fantastic movie, even without that ending, because the ending was it wasn't. I mean, the end, it ends, but what happens that's crazy doesn't really. That has nothing to do with the. Well, I mean, it does, but
it kind of doesn't. But
it kind of doesn't.
Yeah, if you clip the movie at the end, you're fine. If you miss that post credits, you don't need it to go on.
But that was a great freaking movie. I love it.
Yeah, and there's some things in there that are just so well done. Yeah,
and I want to talk about it, but I can't. So I will just say, 28 years later, go see it. It was phenomenal. I loved it. Almost number 1. So check it out.
Yeah.
Chris, you're up, buddy. Number two.
I have a very small little independent movie called Sorry Baby. And again, it's a really small independent film, and I realize like most people are probably not going to see it, but it's a really good movie about trauma, but it's dark and kind of funny, and it has this very weird view of the universe. I would recommend it if you see it. Sorry Baby. See it, watch it, give it a chance. It will definitely surprise you how good it is. And there's a scene in this movie that is like one of the best scenes I've seen all year. And I've seen like a couple of really amazing scenes, but this one scene in the movie is well worth going to see the movie for. It's brilliant. It's again, first time director, first time writer.
Okay.
Sorry Baby. So it's just a small movie, but it's I like the small independent.
It was
stuff
on my
sometimes.
radar. I just
Yeah.
hadn't caught it, but I will.
Yeah, catch it at some point. I'm sure it'll be available on demand at some point, but it's one of those movies that you I would recommend seeing, definitely.
Matt, number two.
Number 2 is Mickey 17.
Okay.
To make it simple.
I remember when you mentioned that, and I was like, "Oh, I got to go see that," because it was on Max. I think it came to Max.
All I got to say, it was an entertaining movie.
Mhm.
Like I said last week with Robert Pattinson, his range is pretty good.
Yes.
And it's a nice breath of fresh air as a watching a movie. Not much deep diving, digging in, thinking on stuff. It's just it's a very fun movie.
Yeah, it was entertaining. Good sci-fi.
Yeah,
Robert was good. Yeah, I enjoyed it.
Ruffalo was
Mark
good.
Ruffalo.
Ruffalo was good. Yeah,
Toni Collette is really good in it.
Yeah.
she's always
And
good.
the girl that played his girlfriend, who I don't remember her name, she's actually in Sorry Baby too. And
Oh,
yeah,
really?
Mickey
Oh, okay.
17 I thought was surprisingly really good. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, it's good. Good movie. All right, Dylan, you're up, buddy.
Okay, so my number 2 is Superman. For all the reasons you said you liked it at number 4, it is the Superman animated series as a movie, and it's fantastic.
Yeah.
I have never considered myself a big Superman fan, but now I love Superman. I saw Man of Steel when it came out. I liked Man of Steel. I love Cavill as an actor. He was great. There's something about just a fresh start that seems to be doing great for everything these days. It was just so much fun learning things about characters I wasn't familiar with. Nicholas Holt's been on a rampage this year with Nosferatu, and he's just killing it, even though Nosferatu was technically last year.
For sure.
But he did fantastic as Lex Luthor, and David Cornsweet did a great job.
As important as Superman is, Lex Luthor is important, actor-wise, for sure.
I like that it sets us up for new DC stories without having to do the origin for everyone again.
Right.
I'm sure most people have seen it by now. I know Joe hasn't.
Joe, you got a favorite Superman movie?
Yeah, probably Superman 2.
That was a great
Kneel before Zod.
Yeah.
But, I'm old school. I love that stuff. The Superman theme still evokes emotion in me, and I'm not really a nostalgia guy, but those are something that those old Superman movies are still pretty darn nostalgic for me.
Yeah, and they're real and I never really thought about it, but they're real Americana too, patriotic and I don't know. There's just something about it, proud to be an American kind of.
The special effects don't really hold up, but then at the same time, those are some of my favorite things.
Right.
Like Superman pulling the cellophane thing, and you're like, what
What
was
what?
that? You
What
know. But at the same time, if you think about when the movie came out, that's
Yeah.
that's just one of those things. I think at this point, it makes me enjoy the movie more.
Yeah.
Right.
But there's those weird,
Yeah.
like, just completely out of touch things thrown in there, you know.
Yeah.
So
I just recently watched the Richard Donner cut, which was completely different than the movie that we saw in the theater. Like completely different. It's shorter.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's insane. Like there's so many differences in that movie. You'll be blown away. It's like watching a completely different when It's insane.
Wow.
And some of the effects, I think it was it after Richard Donner died, or anyways, when they finally, there's like a documentary about them making it. Yes,
I could give a little bit of backstory if you want.
Go for it.
So it's funny, while you're saying this, I'm thinking, I think I've watched more videos about movies than actual movies this year. Because what I do at work all day is listen to podcasts. And if it's not our friends, it's movies. But so the Donner cut, there were reels that are either completely lost or were destroyed or just were never filmed, that when he was putting his cut together, he was like, my movie's not here. So he had to like completely redo everything that he wanted to change from the cut that ended up coming out. And then I still don't think it came out until years after he passed away.
Yeah, because I mean, there was a lot of unfinished special effects and stuff that were really bad.
Like,
they didn't have the money to put in. They had the money to, finish it, but they didn't have the money to finish the special effects. But
I know,
it's like a novelty to watch a different version of a movie that a lot of us have seen many times.
the original Snyder cut.
Yes, well that really gave a lot more meat to the it made the movie make more sense.
Yeah,
Batman
of
versus
course.
Superman also
Yeah.
really changed the movie. But I digress. Number one, Sinners has been number one since I saw it. Was floored by how deep this movie is, how much there is to it, how it opened my eyes to some things, the way people of color lived in those days, the early 1900s, I guess 1930s. Just blew me away. Like it gave perspective that I didn't really think about back then. But I'm not even a big Michael B. Jordan fan. But watching this, I was like, I'm a fan of this dude in this movie because he was in almost every shot and was phenomenal. And to do twins, that's got to be tough. I mean, you're playing, against yourself. So
it can't be that hard if Jean-Claude Van Damme did it.
You got
Look at him doing movie references.
there you go. It's an 80s reference, but it checks out.
Oh God.
That's my that was my Return of the Jedi nod to your. But I loved Sinners. I need to watch it again. One of my favorite movies in the past few years, probably. And I think people should watch it for sure. It was excellent. And what? Before I go, I'm long-winded. Sorry, but I love movies, and you don't see it very often. But it almost changes genres during the movie. Like it's kind of like a period piece. It's kind of like telling the story of this young man. He's a musician, and his cousins are opening this hootenanny kind of thing, like a bar or a club, and he's into it. And he's he met a girl, and he's feeling good. He's got his guitar going, and then boom, like the movie turns, and it's like, whoa, what the hell, And I love that. Like it kind of you forget that it's marketed as a certain movie, and you forget that because you're so engrossed in what's going on, with these characters. And so when the movie does change and does pivot, it's like it throws you off, but in a good way. You're like, holy crap, I totally forgot. And I want to see more. Like, I wish that there was side stories or side movies or side miniseries that kind of fill out, who the Native Americans were, or who, how did the vampires start, like what was going on there. And, like there was a lot to it that was really interesting to me. So that's my number one. And I'll be interested to find out which movie would beat it, because that movie killed for me. Chris?
And then, I'm going to cheat a little bit, and I'm going to give it a tie. I'll say the first movie. I totally agree with you, Greg. Sinners. I think Sinners is just a brilliant film. I mean, it's just brilliant. I mean, you watch it, and you could go to that movie, you could see it one time, watch it, enjoy it, and just on a surface level, it's a good movie. It's a fun. I mean, it's a movie that's exciting. There's a little bit of everything in it. There's incredible music. The actors are all good. There's some really funny moments. It's scary. I mean, it has everything. But when you start picking it apart and you start looking at some of the subtext in it, it's brilliant. And the more you dig into it, the more you realize just how many layers are in it and how much he was doing at that movie, that you're gonna see people are gonna be studying that movie, and it's gonna be a film class movie, because it's nothing short of brilliant.
That like people should watch it, and
people should watch. I totally agree with you. It's a master movie. And then the other one is, I would say, the tie, and I would only say this is the only movie that's come close to it, or it rivals it, is a movie called Black Bag.
You've been talking about that movie.
Black Bag is just, and Greg, I hope I don't say this. I hope I don't say this to all of you. You go see these movies and you're like, what the fuck is this? This is crap. These are just, my.
I appreciate it.
I mean, and look, it's just.
I trust you. If you said the Smurfs, I'd be like,
no.
You said the Smurfs, I'd be like, you're out, man.
My friend's been trying to get me to see the Smurfs for like. It's like, absolutely not.
Anyway, sorry, Chris.
No, it's cool. But Black Bag is a perfect film. It's a film in contrast to Sinners. Black Bag is like, you have to be somebody who's been doing film for a while or making movies for a while to produce a movie like this. There's not a wasted scene. Every actor is doing exactly what they have to do. You get done with the movie and you're just like, wow. I mean, it is tight. It's a tight script. It's a tight, it's just Michael Fassbender, Cate Blanchett. So he's so brilliant. And there's scenes where he's doing almost nothing, but he's doing so much. Naomi Harris is in it. I mean, Pierce Brosnan is in it. I mean, there's
a spy movie, right?
It's a spy movie, but it's also kind of a movie about a couple. So it has this at the core of it, about a relationship between two people. And again, Michael Fassbender, he's brilliant in it. So I would say that's the only movie that it rivals. It's as good as Sinners, but they're completely different. It's like, steak versus lobster. I mean, they're both incredible, but they're just
too different.
They're just different. So those are my two.
Yeah, thanks, man.
Yeah,
I need to watch that. It's on my top 5 list to watch, I think, for sure.
Yeah.
Matt, how about you, buddy? What's your number one?
Surprise, the Smurfs.
What's wrong with the Smurfs?
I love the Smurf movie.
That might not even be out yet.
I don't even know.
I think it's this Friday.
Yeah.
Sorry, Matt. Go ahead, buddy.
I couldn't tell you. No. I agree with you guys. Sinners. This and to add it was a family thing. Well, not necessarily family. Gavin and I, we had the day off, and we did a double header and watched Sinners, and then went and bought tickets for Thunderbolts and watched Thunderbolts.
Nice. That's a great day.
That's a good day.
Yeah, that was a good day. In between, we went over and got lunch and then ran back.
Good.
I think I remember you telling me about that. I'm like, man, that sounds awesome.
And that just added those points, family time, father and son time, watching that. But Sinners, both of us absolutely loved it.
Yeah.
And you guys mentioned on the characters, and each one of them, by not doing much, but each one of them had so much depth to many layers on each character, and you like you guys were saying, you just wanted more, and I want to know more what happened here. I could go more and see what.
Yeah, I wish it would keep going for sure.
Yeah, he what's his name? Michael B. Jordan. Just he did an awesome job playing twins. Probably not as good as Van Damme, but very much
Who is?
Not everybody is.
Yeah,
Van
but who
Damme.
is? You know, come on.
Yeah.
Only Van Damme is better than Van Damme.
But he was definitely up there, and he did a great job with that role, or roles rather.
What was Curtis's number one? Let me go back to that here.
It was the
Hunter.
K-pop.
What's that K-pop?
I'll get the hell out of here, Curtis. Are you serious? K-pop is your number one, Curtis? Is that an anime? Is it anime?
Yeah, it's from the people that made Spider-Verse.
Is it anime?
Oh,
Yeah.
I
like
It's
Spider-Man.
real. I think it's a real K-pop group and real music,
That's Korean.
but it's like a animated like action thing, I think.
huh.
Interesting.
Yeah, like I said, I stopped at K-pop.
Yeah, you lost me on that. I will look into it though. I will look into it. You haven't even seen it, Shmer. That's why I said I trust you, Curtis. I will look into it, and I will get back to you. But believe me, if it's not good, man, I'm coming after you.
Now he's not the only one that I heard that it was halfway decent. So
I know
maybe he's onto something.
Jesse also said number one, so I can't believe it, but I'm gonna hold judgment. But it better be good. That's all I gotta say.
I might even fall asleep to it tonight.
There you go. I judged based on it being a Jesse reference. Yeah, that's why I was like, Jesse picked that, and I was like, okay, maybe. But Curtis says he was wrong. And can we get a clip of this where he said he was wrong? Can we save
He's
that?
even-
Right there it is.
Yeah,
Screenshot
clip
that.
this.
I was wrong.
Someone take a screenshot.
He only said it because it's 11 o'clock at night, and I've got 6 people, and that's probably counting us. So, anyways, I will check it out. I promise. Dylan, number one, and if you say K-pop, you're gone. I'm gonna
We're ending this show right now.
I told you.
dropping the
There
hammer.
were two movies I saw 4 times each: Superman and Sinners. Sinners has been my favorite movie-going experience in like 5 years.
Yeah.
When I first saw the trailer, which I do have to say, when it first came out, I was telling some of the guys in the off-world chat, and I said something about vampires, and a bunch of people were like, "What?" It's not a spoiler. I get if you don't watch the trailers, you don't know. The whole trailer is there's vampires here.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah,
that's
there's
why I was like,
There's
oh,
nothing spoiled. Yeah, if you see the trailer, you know that. It's good.
what if
I
it's
saw the
werewolf?
trailer.
Like, oh,
Yeah.
werewolf.
I saw the trailer whenever it came out last year. I saw Michael B. Jordan and I was hooked. I was like, this looks good. And then the trailer made it look like the most generic vampire.
Dusk Till Dawn. It looked like Dusk Till Dawn idea.
Exactly.
You know?
Which I love
Yeah.
Dusk Till Dawn.
Yeah, so do
I
I.
I was just not going to see it. I was like, it's okay. Whatever. And then I saw it and I fell in love. I started listening to blues and like Irish music. I have no business listening to Irish music,
Sure you do.
but I fell in love with everything about the movie.
Yeah.
All of the lore is based on real folklore.
Yeah.
All of just everything was so well done. It's actually, for everyone who's been chomping at the bit for that Blade movie, just go see Sinners, because it's essentially Blade the musical, which that's the other thing. It's a musical. Don't think it's not.
Yeah.
It's a musical. But the costumes and a lot of the stuff was supposed to be for that Blade movie.
I heard that. Yeah, that they
And
used those
then they
costumes.
brought it over, which is funny. The Marvel connection. There's a universe where if the guy who played Kang didn't get canceled, he would have been the other twin, probably.
I could
Just
see that.
because they were on a tear together.
Yeah.
Doing Creed and all that. They would have been the twins. But
Yeah.
he did such a good job. He did everything for both characters. they had a stand-in for shots where they had to be together, but they had him with this whole like harness with all the dots and whatever around his face, so they could get every angle of his face. He did both scenes both times as both characters, back and forth. Michael B. and C. Jordan is what I like to say. It was so good. The music is so good. The guitar, that's like the most important prop in the movie, is the guitar that Ludwig Göransson used to write the music for the movie. I could go on for forever. It's the best movie I've seen in a very long time.
It sounds like Joe needs to watch Sinners.
I think so.
Sinners? Is that what you said?
Sinners.
I'd need more details. I'm not a huge fan of vampire movies overall because 30 Days of Night is my ideal vampire movie. I think that vampires should be monsters.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, a lot of the modern portrayals have them, you know, I like to watch you sleep. Get the fuck out of here with that shit. Like that's not what I want to see in a monster movie, you know? So like I don't know. Maybe.
You got to give it a try.
It's also sort of like a Western, if that entices you in any way.
I do like Westerns, and I know that you know that I like
It's like
Westerns.
a 20s gangster film. It's
Yeah,
like a
they're like- they
1930s
were-
gangster. Yeah,
they
go
were
ahead.
part of like Capone's gang and stuff
Mhm.
before
Right.
the movie. Like,
Well, one
there's
of
how-
there's a whole thing with their costumes where one of them worked for the Irish gang, and that's why he had the beard.
Yeah.
The other one worked for the Italians, so that's why he had
Right.
the other liquor, and their costumes reflect. There's Michael B. Jordan. There's scenes in that movie where you forget it's the same actor. I mean, I did. By
Right.
the end of the movie, I was like, it literally thought of them as
Yeah,
two different
that it
people.
didn't throw me off, and usually it
No.
does. Like it's
Are the vampires pretty vicious though?
very vicious.
They
do-
are.
yeah.
Yeah.
I don't want to give anything away, but there is a transformation when they become vampires.
All right,
Um,
cool. I might have
They're
to
not
check
as
it out.
vicious as the 30 Days of Night vampires.
Yeah.
Well, okay, so the 30 Days of Night vampires, I think the scene that won me over is that being my favorite all-time vampire movie is the scene where they're using that woman to try and lure out other survivors.
Yeah.
And the woman's crying and she says, "Oh God." And that guy leans in and says, No, God.
Oh, God.
You know, because that's a monster, you know, and that's what I loved about those guys. It wasn't even about the appearance. It was just they acted like monsters. And I like to see monsters get what they have coming to them. But you have to have a good bad guy for the heroes to be
Well,
heroic.
Well, the monsters in this did get what they want, what they deserve, but it's not who you think the monsters are. It's
Gotcha.
you know in the first 15 minutes of the movie who the monster is, and at the end, I'm not ruining anything for anybody who's not seen it. I hope I'm not. But the real monster, and you guys have seen it, you know exactly what I'm talking about. The true monster in the movie gets what they deserve. Absolutely gets what they deserve. So yeah, it's well worth checking out, Joe.
All right, right on.
Absolutely.
I feel like thinking of it as a vampire movie would be doing it a disservice. Is
Yeah, I
it
totally agree. Yeah,
it's
it's
a
not.
gangster movie with vampires?
It's an element in it,
Yeah.
but it's not
An
what
element,
it is. It's,
right?
Yeah,
like
it's
you know, a storm, or you know,
Mhm.
or a disease, or it's something that you know it affects the main characters.
Yeah.
as somebody who has a brother, it's about brothers, you know, and it made me think of my brother when I was watching. We're not twins or anything, but you know, it's if you have a brother, it connects to the idea of what a brother's relationship's like. What is your family's relationship like? What is your relationship with your?
Right.
It's just I don't care on what level
A
you
lot of
watch it.
layers.
There's a lot of layers to it. I think you're going to get everybody's going to get something different from it. But it's brilliant. It's a brilliant film.
Yeah,
Right on.
I agree. Well, I think we should wrap it up. We did have a big topic that we were going to do, but it's already 2 hours in, and it's a school night for Dylan. So we got his sandwiches packed and his lunchbox and juice boxes in there.
It's about that time for first.
How
day.
I wish I could go back.
Me too, man.
No, you don't, man. No, I'm
Right.
there all week. You know, you don't want to go back.
You don't want to go back. It's a different world, right?
No, man, it's so different. You guys have no idea. It's just a different universe. It really is.
It's better done. Dust Till Dawn set in a post late. See, I see it as something different than what Curtis sees it as. Not to keep going on it, but like he sees it as like a Dust Till Dawn kind of vampire movie, and I don't really see it as a vampire movie.
It's the same concept, but totally different tone and everything else. But it's the same.
Yeah.
You go into a place and there's vampires.
Yeah, it's
Sort of,
very.
that's
It's
like
such
the
a small
connective-
aspect of the movie
Yeah.
is a similar
how I
thing.
see-
It's
yeah.
nothing. I mean, Dust Till Dawn is kind of a fucked up movie if you think about it. I mean, there's some elements in that movie that are just
Yeah, they were
totally
kidnapped and
fucking-
died.
Yeah, and like Tarantino like rapes and kills a woman in the movie and everything. I mean, there's some
In the
sick
movie.
crap. Yeah, in the movie, but there's some sick crap. But Sinners, I think the vampire part is a small part.
Yeah.
And it's not even that it's that word vampire. There's a lot of implications to that word.
Yeah.
You know, there's a lot of implications to that word in that movie. So it's not that at all. Plus the soundtrack is so good.
Yeah, it was.
It's such a good soundtrack. It really is.
Yeah. I want to thank our special guest, Chris. Thank you so
Thank you
much.
guys. Thank you so much for
Definitely
having me. I
want
so
Have
appreciate
you
it.
back
Thank you for me
for a movie.
invading your. Oh, anytime,
Yeah.
gentlemen. Thank you so much.
Yeah, I appreciate it so much. Whoops, where am I at? I'm doing something here. I messed up the oh, there we go. I was changing things around on my screen and it messed me up. But thank you so much for being here and filling it.
Anytime,
We
guys.
thought Joe was
Anytime.
going to be super late, but I wanted to have someone in for the movie thing, so we will definitely have you back. Curtis, we
I
will
appreciate
definitely have you here at some point, Curtis. And anyone else that wants to be on, I'm open. I just don't want a giant room like I do that on live where I've got like 10 people and it's kind of chaotic. I would rather have one person that sits in with us and we all kind of have a conversation instead of yelling over each other or something. So that's just my thought on the show. Like I'm interested in what Matt and Joe and Dylan have to say. So but I'm not opposed to guests. We'll definitely have guests.
Oh yeah, for sure.
But I'm looking
There's only so much I can comment on, so
and
those
me too,
limitations.
like, I love to hear about your tabletop gaming and
Yeah.
Dylan's posing and stuff. Like I have nothing to add for those, but I want to learn from you guys. I want to learn, what you guys are passionate about, and that's kind of what the show is about.
Could I ask just a quick question? I'm just curious to hear what you guys have. If you don't mind me asking as a guest, what are you guys looking forward to the rest of the year? Is there any movie, any of you, I mean, Joe, you can jump in. You guys looking forward to anything coming up? I mean, is there anything that sparked your interest? What do you guys think?
I put my hand up, so I
Yeah.
get to.
We could just clockwise it.
Okay. The Adventures of Cliff Booth. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood 2, directed by David Fincher. Come on.
Yeah.
Come on. That was one of my all-time favorite movies. The last, movie 9 of Tarantino
Once Upon a Time
in Hollywood.
Hollywood? Yeah, I love that
Sequel
movie. I totally
is-
agree with you.
Yeah. So Tarantino wrote this script. He didn't want it to be his number 10 last movie, so he had David Fincher direct it. So I'm just chomping, can't wait till that comes out. I don't know when it's coming out, but I'm so excited for that. That was my instant when you asked. That was it. I'm like, oh, I know. Go ahead, Matt. What's yours? Sorry, I passed Chris. Chris, go ahead.
No. Go ahead, Matt. I'll go last. Matt, I'm just curious. What do you?
Probably Guillermo's Frankenstein.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Dylan just
Me too.
got, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I love Guillermo.
that's the
Yeah,
one.
yeah.
I mean, you got Frankenstein, you got Guillermo. I'm
Oh
sold.
my God!
right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, if you told me Ron Perlman was in it, then I'd be, oh my God, that would be it.
There's rumors that Hellboy 3 is going to happen.
Really? Oh my God, Dylan, don't say that to me, man.
I wouldn't
seen
say
it
it if I didn't hear it from a reputable source.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
I've heard it
would
too.
Love for them to finish that trilogy.
They need
I
to.
even like the David Harbour one. I know
I did
it was
too.
crap, but I loved it. I
I
love
like
David
the
Harbour
newest
as
one
it.
too.
I did
I
too,
did too.
and I like
Yeah,
the
I
animated
actually- yeah.
ones. Did you guys
Yeah,
ever see the animated ones? Are
Yes.
really
I
good
forgot
too.
that was this year. That probably would have been on my list.
Wow. No, that's it. Dylan, what are you looking for?
Okay.
I'm
So I'll just shoot through. There's a movie coming out on the 29th called Caught Stealing with Austin Butler.
Yes.
Yeah.
That looks like a lot of fun.
Zoe
Stylish.
Kravitz. Yeah, and Zoe Kravitz. Yeah,
That
we
looks
have
a lot of fun.
Shiver. Yeah.
Acidic Gangsters. I have to see
Uh-huh.
that. Shin Godzilla is getting its 4K re-release tomorrow.
Now, have you seen
at
that?
6:30 tomorrow.
Have you seen it?
Yes, but not on the big screen.
-1 to me was
Yeah.
the epitome. Like I love
This
that.
is like
I still haven't seen it, so
Minus one. As a Godzilla fan, I would say that -1 is the best Godzilla movie,
Thank you.
almost including the original.
You're my son.
Wow.
Like, it
Okay, I
does
need to
much-
buy it then. Yeah.
Yeah,
You're my
it's
son right now.
it's on Netflix if you want to
Okay.
check it out first before you buy it.
See you,
No,
Curtis.
yeah. Cool. I've literally never heard anybody say anything bad
It's
about it.
so damn
Just
good.
So good. But Shin Godzilla is almost like the thing that gave them the confidence to make
Right.
that movie.
Right.
okay.
It's a little slower. There's not as
huge.
much.
Okay.
It's not Godzilla Kong. There's no giant monsters smashing into each other. But in 4K, I can only imagine it's going to look
Yeah.
incredible.
Oh.
That Frankenstein, that's going to be. That could be the movie that beats out Sinners for the year.
We'll see.
So that'll be interesting to see.
Yeah.
And then Wolf, the next
Yeah. I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Robert Eggers movie.
Mhm.
Is it Werewolf? Is it just called Werewolf?
I think it was called Wolf. Or,
Wolf,
okay.
something like,
Okay.
It's like spelled. I think it's Wolf with a
Yeah,
U.
with a U.
Yeah.
With a U.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's basically the whole cast from Nosferatu, but it's a werewolf movie.
Figures I'm there.
Yeah. And I think it said Aaron Taylor Johnson is the monster in that one,
I don't know.
which means he would be the werewolf, which is cool. I like him.
Yeah. I
I
like
didn't
him
Raven,
too.
but
I
I
like
like
him for
him.
Bond.
Yeah.
Cool. Isn't there another Bond coming out soon? Also,
Not that I know of.
I know they're
Yeah, I
talking.
think it was something on either Amazon or Netflix
Yeah,
or
Bezos bought it.
Prime, right? It was something
Yeah.
that they had
They're
option
pushing to get the ball rolling.
Yeah.
Because they bought out the Broccoli and her producing partner. So now they're supposed to do like a Money Penny
Yeah.
spin-off
Okay.
series, and that didn't fly, and now they're looking for Bond, and I think they said the script is done, I think, but
Okay.
we're still a few years out, I believe. Anyways, was that it for your list, Dylan?
I think so. Yeah.
Okay. Joe, anything that is on the radar that you're looking forward to? You'll be surprised. You'll be surprised.
Yeah, I don't even know what's coming if I'm honest.
That's okay.
I did okay. There's a sequel movie, and I still haven't seen the original, but it kind of jumped out at me. Nobody.
Mhm.
Yes.
I want to watch those movies, the original.
coming out.
and
Next week, this week.
I think it is next week.
Yeah, it's-
Yeah.
next week, the sequel. But I still haven't seen the first one. But it
First one
was
is-
one of those movies where I'm like, oh shoot, I really want to see that, and then I
Yeah.
totally forgot all
Check out
about
the
it.
first one.
Yeah.
It was really good. I really enjoyed the first one. So
hmm It seems like the kind of I like movies where an unassuming guy can be the badass.
I totally
you know.
agree. Yeah, I'm with
So-
you on that. Was it Bob Odenkirk?
Yeah.
Oh,
I
yeah.
think that Love Hurts movie was made by the same director.
Okay.
Oh, really?
I think.
That
So
that actually looked really good too.
that one was a
Yeah,
lot.
yeah, it's Jim Kiki Palmer I
Yeah.
think is in that. Yeah, I think there's a new Jordan Peele movie coming out sometime
Oh man.
in the next year. Which
No.
have you guys seen the previews to Him?
Yes.
That
Interesting.
that football horror, which
Yeah.
That's
looks kind of bizarre but kind of super interesting.
Yeah.
It's,
Yeah, I'll check it out for sure. Definitely.
I think that's a show.
Anything with Jordan Peele, I'm there for. Yeah, I had a great time, guys. Thank you so much for your time. For anyone that's watching, we're going to start Tuesdays at 8 to 9:30 ish. We started late tonight because of Legion's Lair. They alternate, so we're alternating with them, but they decided to just have their show a week early. So we kind of respectfully, had ours after them. Mike Casper mentioned our show a few times, so I'm super grateful for that. So yeah, thank you guys. Congratulations on the 100th. So next week it'll be a little bit earlier. That way Joe can get some sleep. He had a hard day. Every day's a hard
I don't
day.
usually work Tuesdays, but
Yeah.
Quite often I have to work
It
Tuesdays.
happens. But thank you guys. Thank you,
again,
for the show.
gentlemen, thank you for having me on. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Everyone.
Thanks,
Have a good
guys,
time.
for watching, and we'll catch you in 2 weeks. 2 and 2.